Kobayashi Pharmaceutical has multiple production bases in Japan. Its headquarters is located in Tokyo. In addition to Tokyo, there are also production lines in several cities such as Yokohama, Osaka, and Nagoya. In addition, some time ago, Kobayashi Pharmaceutical also invested a large amount of funds to establish Asia's largest biopharmaceutical production base in Osaka. When Charlie went to Japan this time, in addition to finalizing the share transfer agreement with Kobayashi Pharmaceuticals and completing the share transfer, he also brought Liang from Waze Pharmaceuticals to inspect these production bases. Liang is now the general manager of JX Pharmaceutical and the specific person in charge of the company. After Charlie takes over Kobayashi Pharmaceutical, he will be in charge of the entire production line of Kobayashi Pharmaceutical for the time being. In the future, if the time is right, Stephen can come over to take over Kobayashi Pharmaceutical, and then let Liang concentrate on the country, and continue to expand the scale of JX Pharmaceutical in China. Therefore, Charlie and Isaac made an itinerary plan. They will fly from Orus Hill to Tokyo tomorrow morning. Isaac will contact his men in Tokyo to respond to them locally, and arrange for a team to accompany them throughout the journey. After getting things done in Tokyo, they will drive from Tokyo and head west to Yokohama. Yokohama is near Tokyo, not too far away, and it is less than 100 kilometers by car. Then, drive from Yokohama to Nagoya and finally to Osaka. After the inspection in Osaka, they can fly back to Orus Hill directly from Osaka. The reason why they have to drive around these cities is mainly because Japan has a relatively small land area. In fact, these cities are not far apart. From Tokyo all the way to Osaka, it is more than 500 kilometers away. It takes less than an hour to arrive by plane. What's more, you have to go to the two cities of Yokohama and Nagoya in the middle. Instead, taking a plane is far less convenient than driving. Charlie studied the map of Japan and found a small detail. The highway from Nagoya to Osaka in Japan happened to pass through Kyoto. Nanako, who was seriously injured, was resting in Kyoto. Charlie couldn't help but think, I must go to Kyoto to see her. At the dinner table, Charlie told the family directly that he was going to Japan tomorrow. When they heard that Charlie was leaving tomorrow, Claire said with a bit of dismay, "You just came back today, and will leave tomorrow. You haven't even stayed for 24 hours. Yeah. Jacob couldn't help but muttered. Good son-in-law, making money is important, but your body is more important. You keep running back and forth like this, and this body can't stand it either. Elaine was a little excited and said, "Oh, what do you know? You have never been successful since you got married, and you have no motivation at all. That's why our family has been looked down upon you, especially by the old lady, and we have never had a good life." After that, she looked at Charlie with a flattering expression, and complimented, "Look at our family, Charlie, how ambitious. Don't know how many times stronger than you." Jacob snorted, "Are you a human again? You used to chase people, and Charlie said that they were useless. Isn't it you? You used to chase your daughter and asked her to divorce Charlie?" Elaine's expression was a little unnatural, and she said anxiously, "Jacob, you don't instigate discord here. I was wrong before, but I can correct it if I know the mistake." After speaking, he hurriedly said to Charlie with a smile, "Good son-in-law, for how many days are you going to go to Japan this time?" Charlie said, "If it's fast, it's 3 to 5 days, if it's slow, it's a week." Claire couldn't help muttering, "Huh? So long?" Charlie smiled and said, "Isn't this going to a foreign country? I'm not familiar with the place. It's definitely not as convenient as doing things in China. If you really want to help others change feng shui, those raw materials are probably not available. It is so easy in China, so the time period may be extended." Claire felt a little stunned. In the past few days when Charlie went to Eastcliff, she thought about him falling asleep every night. Now she finally looked forward to him coming back. She didn't expect him to leave again, and it would last for several days. Elaine couldn't help asking at this moment, "Good son-in-law, you go to Japan to show others feng shui this time. How much would they give you?" Charlie replied casually, 2 or 3 million. "Oh, So much. Elaine clapped her hands happily, then gave a thumbs up and complimented, "My son-in-law is amazing. You can make 2 or 3 million by just watching feng shui." After finishing speaking, she quickly said with a smile, "Good son-in-law, I heard that Japanese cosmetics, skincare products, etc., the quality and efficacy are good. Don't forget to buy some gifts for Mom when you come back." "Okay." Jacob couldn't see it anymore, and blurted out, "Elaine, are you endless? Charlie has bought you a lot of Hermes, and you still ask for gifts? You are not greedy enough. You need to take care of it." Elaine gave Jacob a white look, and said angrily, "I'm asking about what I want, not what you want. What are you doing here? Who didn't mention the pants and gave you exposed?" When Jacob heard this, his angry cheeks flushed and his whole body trembled. "I didn't mention my pants to show myself? Doesn't this compare me to that thing? This lady's broken mouth is too bad. I really want to smoke her with a big mouth." However, Jacob only dared to think about it in his heart. If he really started with Elaine, then he would be annoying. So he immediately looked at Claire and complained, "Claire, look at your mother, it's really a dog that can't spit out ivory. What kind of quality is this?" Claire couldn't listen anymore, and couldn't help but said, "Mom, you can't be more civilized." "Good, good." Elaine waved her hand indifferently. "I am a little more civilized, and I don't have a general knowledge of this old thing.